Hello adventurers, now let's talk about driving in a convoy. It is a very popular way of driving in this region, which helps in using the terrain to our advantage instead of the power of the car. Make sure that you always keep a distance between 3 to 4 cars, which is basically 15 to 20 meters between the cars in front of you. It's the most safe distance in case of a sudden stop, or if you want to hear his engine power while climbing up, to help you understand how tough is the terrain in front of you. And when you stop, make sure that you keep a distance between the two cars. Never stop like this, because if this car gets stuck, this one cannot actually escape. And then if this car wants to leave, if you have a distance, it can easily leave the area. And always park on a flat area. And when you park behind each other, always park like this on each side, so if anybody gets stuck, you can easily move away. The convoy usually have a leader, is the pathfinder, which chooses the track which is suitable to the lowest level car or driver in the convoy. Usually he is more experienced to see faster the dangerous area in the track and to understand the terrain and select the safest track for the convoy. Now when it comes to the convoy order, you have the leader in front, and then you have the second lead, which comes under just behind the leader. You have the rescuers, you have the sweepers, and you have the floaters. The second lead role is to take the convoy to safety if the lead car is stuck, or taking the convoy to a safer route in case the leader asks him to do so. And then we have the sweeper. The sweeper stays all the way behind the convoys to make sure no one is left behind, and report to the leader if there is any issue at the back of the convoy. Usually the sweeper is very experienced driver. And then we have the floaters. The floaters float around the convoy to make sure that the convoy is safe, to keep an eye on the convoy and the rescue, and if there is any car that is stuck. That's the job of the floaters. And then you have the rescuer, is placed in the convoy between the cars, usually between the beginners. They're more experienced to help and rescue if needed. Usually the rescuer is more experienced driver. So that's the order of the convoy. In the convoy, make sure the communication is clear. It's very crucial when you drive in a convoy or a group to have a way of communication, like a two-way radio. Always report immediately if any incident, if you get stuck, or if you want to do any other attempts, you have a second try, you have a technical issue with your car, or you have a pop-out or a flat tire, etc. Always make sure that you report to keep the communication going on, so the leader of the convoy knows what's going on. When you communicate, always identify yourself. So for example, if I want to communicate, I would say, this is Bu Zayed and the Gobi Jeep, I'm stuck. Press and hold for like half a second on the two-way radio before you actually talk. Then you can talk. If someone is talking actually on the radio, just wait for them to finish, then you can start to talk. Now let's talk about the danger zone when you drive in a convoy. So for example, let's say these two cars probably driving in a big convoy. However, so one car passed the dunes, came to the other side, and then got stuck here. This guy didn't report what's going on with him. So the rest of the convoy don't know exactly what's going on behind this dune, because this guy can't see what's behind the dune. Now that's especially if it's a big dune. So if it's a small dune, usually they will have a flag. That's the job of the flag, is to alert the drivers behind if something wrong with the car or if it's stuck. However, if the dune is big, this driver cannot see that this driver gets stuck, and this driver will come here. Again, as I said, he see only the sky. He comes down like this, and all of a sudden this car is in front of him. So he hits brake and stop like this, and now this area is called a danger zone. What do I mean by danger zone? It means it's not safe for anyone to approach. This guy is stuck. This guy cannot move because this guy is in front of him. Now the convoy leaders or the rescuers need to come and plan the rescue of these cars in the danger zone, and they have to make sure that no one else enter the danger zone. Now when we come to the rescue, there should be only one person that leads the rescue. Most of the times when you go to unorganized off-roading groups, you will see that if somebody gets stuck, everyone will give them an advice of what to do, how to turn, how to get out, and it's gonna be chaos. So make sure you always have one rescuer, which is mainly the most experienced guy in the group. When someone is rescuing you, so let's say you get stuck, this guy is a rescuer. He comes, he wants to give you an instruction of what to do to rescue you out. He's standing in front of you. If he asks you to turn right, it doesn't mean it's his right, it means your right. You have to turn right. We have seen in so many events that the car being rescued, they follow the directions of the rescuer. When he turns right, he thinks that's the right of the rescuer, not the driver itself. So make sure when you hear the instruction, it's your right or your left, depending on what the rescuer advises you. So this is how to drive a convoy. Make sure whatever you do, you're always safe, and follow the convoy order as much as you can. At least if you're a small convoy, you always put the leader in front and then the sweeper at the back, and they should be the most experienced guys in the convoy. If you have the rescuers, again, put them in the middle, and if you have really advanced drivers, then put them floating around to make sure the convoy is safe.